Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Scott?
Hello.
All right, so what do we got, Chris?
So today, Ron Howard officially confirmed that the Star Wars Han Solo anthology film is officially titled Solo: A Star Wars Story.
Yes,
So,
that's
yeah.
that's cool. Solo,
Yeah,
you all right with it? You're not right with it?
I don't mind it.
Doesn't
To be
matter.
honest with you, I have to say I'm not too interested in this movie, but I like the title. I mean, it's not bad by any means.
Now, Darth Vader's in this?
Allegedly.
Oh,
He's probably at the end again, like they did.
he doesn't belong in it, I think. No? Or what do you think?
I don't think him and Han are gonna have like a scene together. Or
I know, but he
anything.
just doesn't belong. It doesn't fit to me. I mean, yes, I want to see Darth Vader, but when I think it's not needed, it's not needed.
Yeah.
I mean,
But we don't know what his role is going to be. If he only shows up for a couple of seconds, I wouldn't mind it.
Okay.
And we have to keep in mind too that since this is another story that takes place between episodes 3 and episodes 4, this is when he's obviously very prominent in the galaxy. So he's going to be in a lot of these things. Now, I agree. Does he have to be in this movie? No. But they're going to put him in there because they know people want to see him.
Okay. All right. And you know what? Like I said, like you, I'm not really looking forward to it, but oh well, we'll see what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what else came out? Anything?
There was. I was kind of surprised that this came out so soon, but not really too surprised because I keep thinking that episode 8 is like a while away, and really it's only like less than 3 months or 4 months away. So we have the first TV spot.
Isn't episode 8 like 2 months away or less?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is it's not as far away as I keep thinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the first TV spot came out, and there was there was a couple of new scenes, literally just like 2 new scenes. Really, one of them was just a bit of dialogue from Luke, and apparently he's speaking to Rey when he says this, and this might be the first thing that he says. Yeah. This might be the first thing that he says to Rey. The line that he says is, "Why are you here?" So this ties back.
Barbecued pork was good. All right. I heard you serve the best barbecued pork. Okay.
Yeah. Right. This goes back to the idea that he really doesn't have any idea why she's there and maybe even who she is.
Did they say something like he spoiled something today that he turns evil?
No, this is the big speculation that's been going around because of one of those posters. There was this post came out, this picture came out that somebody was comparing the posters for each of the films, and they said you notice that in almost every one, if not every one of these posters, the villain is always in the background, like if it's just their heads, they are the biggest head in the background. And you notice that Luke is the biggest head in one of these posters in the background.
But are they really following that?
I don't think he turns evil. No,
they're not following that. That's just a Reddit thing, right? Like people making up some crap.
Well, this is what happens with a lot of these Star Wars rumors. This is what happened with the Jar Jar Binks thing. This is what happened with a couple of things with The Force Awakens. Someone posts an idea on Reddit or one of these sites.
Yeah.
And these other new quote-unquote news sites go, "Oh, we're going to run that." And so they run it. And everybody goes, "Oh my gosh, this is actually what's happening."
Right.
And then if you're following the news, you step back and go, "That's not what's happening."
Right. Basically.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
That Jar Jar Binks thing was a joke. The person who made it even said, "This is a
joke."
And then people are like, no, it's real. It's going to be in The Force Awakens. It's like, what's the matter with
you? But just like someone said that oh no, Padme had 3 kids, and I'm like, no, they're all in there. The robot's in there. It's like, Ooza, Ooza. And they
You
took
know,
the
pop
baby,
that.
Ooba, Ooba. And they take the two babies out. That's it. There's nothing else in there. It's like, come on. What?
What was the set? Was the
Yeah,
third
Too
one
much
down
time
there
on
for
their
Josh?
hands. Too much time on their hands. Too much. There's
You know,
no third baby.
we need to get that song. Anytime someone makes something this big concoction, we start playing "Too Much Time on Your Hands."
Yeah, basically, because I don't half these theories. Even people actually get mad about it. Like
Yeah.
when I even said something, James Cameron's like, no, or like anybody's like, no. It's like you need them to come out and say, hey, this is not true. I mean, come
Of
on.
course, then they wouldn't believe him anyway because they think that they were trying
It's
to cover up.
stupid. Reddit's the worst.
But I mean,
All of them.
going back to what I think's going on with Luke, or what might be happening with Luke, I really do think that he probably started learning some dark side stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think that he necessarily turned to the dark side. I think what he was probably doing, and this is just me speculating, what he's probably doing, or what he probably was doing, was looking, into some like the dark side teachings and whatnot, to kind of understand more of his potential enemy, or more
Understand his
understand
father
more.
a bit more, why he turned.
Yeah. So I definitely think that Luke was exploring his darker side, which is what helped him beat Vader in Return of the Jedi.
Right.
But I think that that's probably one of the things that led him to being like, I'm done with basically this whole
Right.
Jedi, Sith, light, dark thing. He's just done.
Crap.
And I really think that it's that combined with maybe him finding the original teachings of the Jedi, and then being like, wait, this is not what Obi-Wan and Yoda taught me. This is like their version is like a condensed version or something.
Right.
I think that it's all these things that just kind of, and then on top, the straw that broke the camel's back was probably Ben Solo turning to the dark side for whatever reason he did. And I honestly think that maybe because we know that him and Ben were going around the galaxy looking for like artifacts from Jedi and Sith.
Right.
I think that maybe being so immersed in maybe the dark side stuff, that's why Ben turned, because he just wasn't able to.
So you think that Lucas says, I'm tired of the dark side taking over. I'm going to learn this myself.
No, just the Force in general. I think he was.
I think
that's what I mean. Like I'm gonna learn the teachings myself, so that way I can control it. Or no?
Something like that. Yeah, I think basically what he's probably trying to do is just almost do kind of like what Palpatine was saying to Anakin in Episode 3. It was like you have to kind of embrace a larger view of the Force, because the way that the Jedi were teaching their students and themselves, they were looking at like less than half of what the Force really is.
Right.
They had so many rules, and they were becoming so stagnant that it was like it's almost like they're not even following the light side. It's just like they're following their own
doing stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, I think he was trying to, build a new Jedi Order, but kind of do like what he was doing in the old Legends canon, where he did teach his students, parts of the dark side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He himself was able to use Force.
So it's not necessarily good or evil. It's just like in between.
It's neutral. It's like a neutral force.
Yeah, it's this idea of. I don't want to say gray Jedi, because for some reason that term bends people out of shape.
Yeah, I don't like that term either. But
it's not necessarily that they're going to be called gray Jedi or anything. He's still going to be a Jedi. It's just he's not going to be Episode 1, 2, and 3 Jedi. Those Jedi are ineffective. They don't work. Their order didn't work.
Yeah.
Their order fell because of their own ignorance.
Exactly.
Arrogance. So he's building a new Jedi order that looks
a new age Jedi order.
Yeah.
Right.
He looks at both the dark and the light. Now,
but they're good guys, but they know about the dark side.
Exactly. And the best case, and it's an undeniable fact at this point.
Right.
The character Ahsoka Tano is the perfect example of what I think they're trying to push Luke and Rey to.
Okay.
She clearly said, I am not a Jedi, but she's not a Sith.
Right.
She's in between. But she favors working with the rebellion.
Right.
Because by nature, a good character.
Right.
So I really think that's what they're trying to say, is that it's not like, oh, you follow the dark side, well, then you must be a bad guy. You follow the light side, you must be a good guy. It's really your nature. Whatever your nature is, if you're genuinely a good person, you can use both. If you're genuinely a bad person, you're probably going to go to the dark side.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened with Ben Solo, I think. I think he is just like, maybe he's not a good person. So he just turned to the dark side. Or maybe something corrupted him, a.k.a. Snoke, that probably turned him to the dark side. And that's another thing, too. Andy Serkis said that they told him all of Snoke's backstory.
Okay.
So he knows that means they have it drafted out, and that he knows basically everything about Snoke, apparently.
So now we've seen this trailer that I've seen some people's reactions to it, and especially seen some big YouTubers' reaction to it. And there's this one big YouTuber that when he saw, Kylo Ren, Ben Solo going in his ship, and he almost killed his mother. And then it's like people flipping out because they don't want to see that, especially with.
I think I know exactly who you're talking about too.
Yeah. They don't want to see that because we lost Carrie Fisher, and it's like, do we have to see it that way now? But I think he spoiled it already, right? Didn't he say like she doesn't die?
Apparently, Mark Hamill said that she makes it to episode 9.
He spoiled it totally.
That's what he said.
But they didn't put him in trouble because it's kind of a shaky situation, right?
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't think that they were going to kill Leia. Way back when, I was like, they're going to kill Luke and Leia in episode 8. That was my idea, is that they were going to kill both of them. Han dies in 7, so the new characters are going to have episode 9 to themselves, and they're going to have to figure their ways out of it themselves. I don't believe that anymore. I think both Luke and Leia are going to make it to episode 9. However, I don't think we're going to see Leia in episode 9.
Yeah, well, it's impossible.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to put her in as a CGI model. I don't think that they're going to they're obviously not going to recast her. And, I think they're going to mention her. I think she's going to be doing something important. You know what I'm saying?
They'll probably do a voice, something like.
So they're not going to have any CGI ever. Like, no.
That's what they said. As of right now, that's not what they're doing. They said
I don't know how that's going to work.
And she's
going to live.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know if they're going to kill her off in 9, but from what it looks like now, it doesn't look like they're going to kill her off in 8.
It looks like Snoke's going to kill her probably in 9. Just
I think that is potentially, that might be what happens, because they're saying that maybe Snoke kidnaps her at the end, and this is what turns Kylo Ren back. But there was a rumor coming out. Oh, this came out a while ago, so this is potential spoilers for episode 8. Apparently, Leia gets injured in a scene like what we see with Kylo Ren. She's on a ship, and apparently the ship gets attacked, and she gets injured, and that's what kind of takes her out of the movie. And that's where Laura Dern's character comes in.
So in this movie, she's going to get hurt, but he doesn't kill her, Kylo Ren.
He doesn't kill her. I don't know who injures her. I'm not going to say that it's him, but they said that she gets injured, she gets taken out of the movie that way. Laura Dern's character comes in, tries to take over that leadership role, and then her and Poe Dameron wind up butting heads throughout the rest of the movie.
And what about Billie Lourd? I mean, is she going to have a big role, or?
I think she's going to have a bigger role than she did in 7, but I don't think she's going to be like an integral character.
Never.
Not in 8. In 9, I think she will be, but not in 8.
She will be. Okay. I got to say, I've never seen her in anything, but I just seen her in American Horror Story Cult, and she's phenomenal. And she's like a natural, like her mother. I mean, I'm like, okay, wow.
Nice.
Like she's been acting forever. It's like an old soul.
She's like a third generation of that family in acting, so I mean,
it's like an old soul. It's like she's a pro. Like she's done millions of movies, and she hasn't. So it's like, wow. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I can't wait to see what she does in her career. But she's in her 30s, isn't she? Or she's in her 20s?
I'm not entirely sure, actually.
Does she have a daughter of her own or no?
Again, Yeah, I'm not entirely
Yeah, I don't
sure.
even know.
I don't know too much about her, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So, I mean, you loved the trailer, though, obviously, right? Or you were?
Yeah, I thought. I'm gonna be honest with you. That is top 3 of my favorite trailers of all time.
Yeah.
And I think it blows every trailer The Force Awakens had out of the water.
Oh yeah, I think
like
so.
Completely. Like that trailer was so good that I don't want another trailer.
Right, me too. I don't want to see anything else.
That's it. Done. Let's see the movie.
I don't want to see nothing else. Just go. Yeah.
I'll even go as far as to say that trailer was worth the wait. Like,
oh yeah,
like
I agree.
That was worth the wait. They did it perfectly.
100%.
We still don't know what's going on, so don't do anything else.
No.
Make TV spots based off of that trailer, and then let's just see the movie.
100%, I agree with you. 100%.
Because I honestly I can't think of a moment in that trailer that I didn't like. Usually,
I love the whole thing. I kept watching it. I'm like, oh my god, I loved it.
I don't know who cut that trailer together, but Disney. I'm being serious when I say this. They should go to them for every single trailer that they do.
Yeah.
I don't know who was in charge of that. I don't know who the editors who put it together.
Absolutely.
They did a fantastic job. I can't praise them enough because that trailer was unbelievable.
It was great. Totally agree with you. Is there any other Star Wars news or?
Rebels just started up again.
Okay.
So that season 4 is going to be going. It's got a weird schedule. It's like they're trying to fast track it. At least this first half of season 4, which is of course the final. Pretty good. They're doing a lot of the first 2 episodes were pretty good. Definitely a lot of Mandalorian stuff this season. And I think Boba Fett's going to.
Now there's a new series that will lead from this, or no?
They said that there's a new animated series coming out. Whether or
not connected to this.
It could, it might, but I'm being honest with you. I think it's going to take place between 6 and 7.
Okay.
I don't have any evidence to prove this, but I have a very funny feeling that the reason they're holding off is to let Rebels do what it has to do, and then B, they're going to hit us with, here's what's happening between 6 and 7, and then that's going to be the go.
All right. If there's any other news, I wanted to talk about Marvel, unless you got something else.
That was all I had. Yeah.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. I try not to see too many Thor Ragnarok stuff. When we first saw the trailer, you remember how Thor was fighting her in New York or whatever, or like in somewhere?
No, I talked with my friend about what I think you're about to say, and if it's the same thing, I just want to say it doesn't make any sense to me either.
Okay. I thought that was the coolest thing, seeing that he fought her in New York. I think it's New York, like an alley in New York or something. She destroys the hammer. He's screwed up, right? But then I'm thinking to myself, now at least in the new trailer, it's different special effects behind it. And I'm like, well, why the F would you do that? First of all, he shouldn't be in Asgard because Loki's in Asgard. And Loki's sitting on the throne pretending to be Odin. So why the hell would he be on the throne? Unless that's actually Loki pretending to be Thor, which I think it is. Now, so in other words, why the hell with this new trailer would they put a stupid ass, like it doesn't even look real to me. It looks like worse.
You want to know what's interesting about that? My friend pointed this out to me. He said, you notice they didn't change the actor's motion. They just changed the background.
Yeah.
So it's literally like they cut the background and superimposed this background, or not superimposed, but they filled the background with this. It almost looks like an open field.
Right. I don't like that.
It looks really weird.
I don't like it at all.
I don't know if that's because, did they go back and rewrite something? Because they have to be in New York to see Doctor Strange. So, where are they going with this?
Yeah, see, the thing is, I thought, and I could be wrong, but here's the thing. He doesn't know that Loki's alive, right? Because last we saw him with Dark World, he thought Loki died and Odin's on the throne.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now, if he does go to Asgard, then, see, this is kind of complicated because he would know that Loki's ruling Asgard. But he wouldn't have Loki ruling Asgard because Loki's a villain. So we saw him talking to Doctor Strange. Supposedly Odin's a bum in New York. So like, when the hell does he fight Hela? In Asgard, or does he fight her in New York? I mean, did they screw up the timeline order? With like, well, how could he be here in Civil War? I mean, because technically, where the hell was he in Civil War? I mean, is it going to be flashbacks? None of this is lining up right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, remember after Ultron, he left to go do what to go find like the Infinity Stones or see what was going on with them.
Is that what he left? I didn't.
That's what. Yeah, at the end of Age of Ultron, remember he leaves.
Okay, so he's going to go.
So that's where he's been. He's been doing whatever he's doing since the Age of Ultron. That's why he wasn't in.
But then at the end of Doctor Strange, we've seen him go to Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's most likely going to be a scene in the movie.
But like supposedly Loki's next to him, I believe, right or no?
No, because in that scene he says, because Doctor Strange says you're Loki too.
Yeah, like, both of you get off Earth, right?
Yeah, he's not in the room with them, at least in that scene. Now I don't know if they changed that scene. I think it'd be pretty stupid if they did.
I gotta tell you, I'm confused because I don't know what the hell's happening.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's just like an old shot that they had. Maybe they had this old shot. Like maybe they had an initial one where it was in this field, and then later on it was changed to the alleyway.
It looks better in New York, though. That looks better.
I think it looks better. It's interesting, but you know what I'm thinking is maybe they were like, you know what? Because these studios know that we're going to overanalyze these trailers now. It wouldn't surprise me if they're like, you know what, throw in that old shot to throw them off.
But I'm pissed about it, though. Are you pissed? I'm not happy. I'm like, no, I don't like being deceived, though. I don't like. I don't like being deceived. First. I know, but I don't want to
see what they do.
This is the first time I think we've been deceived, like totally, like that, because it's like you totally changed the scene on us. Have they ever changed the scene on us like that?
Oh yeah. Remember in the Age of Ultron trailer, they showed that woman going into that pool that Thor goes into?
Oh, okay. I hate when they do stuff like this.
They do stuff like that more than we know.
I hate it. I hate it. Because it's like false advertisement.
Because a lot of times the people, I heard this on AMC before they changed to Collider on that. They were talking about that. A lot of times the people who are working on the trailers don't have anything to do with the movie. So as far as they know, the little snippets they're putting in the trailer is what's going to be in the movie.
So that may be a crap that doesn't even exist, that scene.
That might be just an extra scene they use for...
With a crappy field background.
Maybe on the international, when it's released internationally.
That looks so weird.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of a scene that totally didn't even come close to happening in the movie when the movie was finally done. If you go back and watch, I can't remember if it was the first or I think it was the first one. If you go back and watch the first Rogue One trailer.
Yep, I know the one you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, when the friggin' TIE Fighter coming up?
No. Well, there's also a scene where Jyn Erso has the Death Star plans, and she's running through a field on Scarif.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When the hell did that happen?
Well, I remember the TIE Fighter thing coming up. I'm like, what the?
That too.
What the hell is that? You know, it's like, wow. Crazy stuff. I don't know what to think with Thor, because is it possible they changed something?
Technically, yeah, they could.
But what? Would they screw something up so bad that they have to change it?
Not necessarily that they screwed it up, but maybe they just thought, hey, this worked better if we did it this way.
And you know what? I got a bad feeling when I saw the Thor with the lightning in his eyes.
Yeah,
because it reminded me of Scott Pilgrim. No, I'm serious. If you remember, you've seen Scott Pilgrim, right?
Yeah,
I've got it.
Where it had what was the name of it? It was Neo Scott or Dark Scott, whatever.
I've got it on this guy right here.
Right, so. It was like evil version of himself that he fought, Nega Scott or something. Remember that? So is that not really Thor? That's like her own creation?
I'm pretty sure that's Thor.
Is it?
To be
I
honest,
hope so, because I gotta tell you, if it's another Thor, like I would be like, oh, that's so stupid. Like honestly, I hope it's not like Scott Pilgrim type of thing. Then they copy that I think. I mean, it's funny, but it's just like I don't understand the whole scene at all.
Well, wasn't Ragnarok like an evil version of him in the comics?
Ragnarok just meant that the gods are all going to die.
No, I know, but isn't there I'm not entirely sure. So anybody watching this, please correct me in the comments. But
yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's an evil version of Thor that was named Ragnarok.
Not to my knowledge. To tell you the truth, not to my knowledge at all.
Because I remember when the title first came out, I knew what Ragnarok meant in mythology, but I looked it up in the Marvel mythos, and there was an entry in there that said Ragnarok, and it was like an evil version of Thor.
Supposedly, the thing with Ragnarok is that Thor and Loki and Odin and everybody, they died like tons of times.
Mm-hmm.
And that they always come back, but they don't remember their first time that they died. Like, in other words, like, they're just like business as usual and do their lives like over again. But they don't. It's like
to be a serpent on the bottom of the tree and an eagle, if I remember right, at the top.
But it's almost like the Matrix movies. Like they said that there was 23 other times that Zion fell and 20 other 3, the 1, whatever. So like, I mean, if that happened and he actually died and then he came back and then he wouldn't remember being with the Avengers.
Here it is.
I don't know.
Here it is. I found it here. Ragnarok. Ragnarok is a cyborg clone of Thor who has all the powers of the Asgardian and none of the humanity.
Okay, there you go.
So
you're right.
There is an evil version of Thor called Ragnarok.
There you go. That's it.
But I wonder if we're going to get to see Throg, though. Are we going to get to see Throg in this thing?
Oh, the frog Thor?
Yeah.
They may do that as an after credit short. Like Doctor Strange may be screwing around.
Yeah.
And he turns him into a frog. And then he's holding the hammer. They may do that, like as a joke.
When's Beta Ray Bill gonna get a movie?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
Wasn't he supposed to be in the Planet Hulk thing, or was that just like a?
That's
or was he going to be in this movie?
Or he could be part of the crowd. He could be cut.
Didn't they say Lady Sif is missing too?
Is she
from the movie, or something's happening with her
after her tenure on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? You want to be missing?
Well, she's on Blind Spot also. Yeah, I know. So we don't even know after credit scenes or nothing yet, right?
Not yet. We just know that they're definitely going to be there.
2 weeks away, right? Is it 2 weeks away?
Yeah.
It's not too far away, yeah.
3 weeks? 3 weeks? Something like that. It's not that far away. Or maybe a month. I don't know. Not that far. All right, so we got Thor. We got Star Wars. Then we're done.
Honestly, there was one other Marvel thing that I wanted to bring up.
Oh, the Black Panther? Did you saw the trailer?
I got to say, I was not impressed by that trailer.
Wow. Really?
I wasn't. I thought the first trailer was much better.
Oh, I like this one better. Thor?
November 3rd.
Oh, we forgot Justice League. Oh, shit. We forgot Justice League. Oh, my God. Wow. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We just skipped over that shit. Like, it sucked. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. Like it sucked so.
Yeah, but you want to know what?
Skipped it.
Wow. You want to know what, though?
Oh,
I don't think you're the only one that's forgotten about
Holy shit. What? It's true, though. It's like, like it's there. It's out.
It is coming up.
It's like, is there anything you want to see? No, I don't think so. You sure about that?
Somebody did a cartoon.
I'm pretty sure it's Star Wars and oh yeah, Justice. That's the whole thing.
I'm probably not even going to go see it. I'll wait for it to go to the cheap theater.
God, I can't believe I forgot about it totally.
I can go to my little cheap things is like literally right up here. It's the first run, so it doesn't matter.
Bad. I remember Pitch Perfect 3 before I remember Justice League. It's like, wow. Oh my God, they're just not appealing, not interesting. Aquaman's not Aquaman. This one's not this one.
If you watch the trailer, and I've seen it umpteen dozen times, all it is action poses, action poses.
It's like, yeah, and it's just like, okay.
And maybe with a few little bits and pieces of dialogue thrown in to make, but that's pretty much somebody.
Was the Marvel guy sarcastic when he says, "Oh, DC"? He's like, DC's got it together. Yeah, I don't think so. Or was he being sarcastic?
Being sarcastic.
Probably.
I honestly think that they actually think that we buy that there's not some sort of rivalry going on.
Oh, of course.
Like they actually think they're convincing people when they're like, these people that like to say there's a rivalry, they don't know what they're talking about. Listen, okay, this is business. You two are competitors, okay? Don't give me that bullshit. Like,
right. Oh, yeah. Oh,
pardon my language, but do you think Vince McMahon and Eric Bischoff weren't like they're like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
I fully expect.
Oh, you got superhero movies coming out. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Okay.
I fully expect, like, Marvel will be like, they freaking got, like, what was the thing? Oh God, I just forgot. Oh yeah, they freaking got William Dafoe. Those mother, like, fuck, get Michael Keaton. It's like back and forth shit, because it is. That's all it is. It's look at the pattern. Yeah. It's like DC goes to Marvel, Marvel goes to DC, but you don't see any original, like, anybody else taking over the roles, and it's the stupidest shit ever. But they're going back and forth and back and forth and back. So, like, Joss Whedon's over with DC, but then they're talking about it like Joss Whedon's coming back for a whole fucking thing. Like, to Marvel, like he's coming back home. When they pissed him off in the first place with Age of Ultron. So I don't know what the hell's happening. Tell you the truth, I have no clue. I'm expecting to see Christian Bale show up. Fucking Marvel movie or some shit. I don't know.
Could you imagine that?
I don't fucking know. Who knows? He'll be like fucking the head of the Nova Corps or some shit. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Or in Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe he'll be like Star-Lord.
U.S. agent.
I don't fucking know. Like, I fully expect shit like that. I don't know what's gonna happen. Every time they do casting, I'm like, what?
Could you imagine if he played like the Silver Surfer or something?
Jesus. You imagine that? Might happen.
Or it could be Galactus.
Would be amazing.
Or Doctor Doom.
Would be amazing.
I can't really see him as Doctor Doom.
Marvel's got friggin' Trinity, and friggin' DC's got Morpheus, for crying out loud. Where's friggin' Keanu Reeves gonna go? Seriously.
He's gonna go to Iron.
Go back to Marvel. Maybe he'll be like, fuck. Oh my God. Fucking Keanu Reeves, Adam Warlock. Holy shit. Right? Holy shit. Keanu Reeves is fucking Adam Warlock. Oh my God. He's Adam Warlock. How fucking perfect would that be?
Or right? Just like Mysterio or something.
No, but how great would that be? Think about it. Keanu Reeves is Adam Warlock.
I see him going more towards one of the independent things like
or
something like that.
He's got to be Adam Warlock. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Keanu Reeves.
Honestly, I think Scott might be onto something because I think a lot of people want to see him in a role similar to John Wick.
Yeah.
So they would have to find something similar to that.
What the hell's he going to be with that?
I don't know. They could find something, though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Like what military and just like what? Like what? Do what?
I have to look some Marvel or DC characters up because I'm with you. I can see him being in maybe a Marvel DC thing.
He's Adam Warlock. That's what I see him as.
But I wonder if he could be in one of the Wildcats.
Unless he can be like Reed Richards or some shit.
I don't see him as Reed. I
don't know.
They could put him, but
I don't see him as a bad guy like Mephisto. I don't get that at all.
He's
got to be somebody huge. He's got to be like the biggest thing.
The Fisher They could have him speak for Silver Surfer then.
No, they did though. Originally, he turned it down, and that's why
Okay.
fucking they gave it to Morpheus there.
He could be Namor.
Oh shit. Yeah, but he's older now though.
True.
They on Facebook, someone was posted something on like one of the Marvel things like, "Who do you think could play him?" I said, years ago, I thought Leonard Nimoy could. If they came out with it back then, Leonard Nimoy could have been a great Namor. Because if you think about it, him and Namor looked enough alike to pull it off.
Yeah. I mean, what's next? They're gonna grab DC's gonna grab Tobey Maguire and put him in like some shit.
I would not doubt it. In fact, I keep.
Oh shit! Tobey Maguire is Professor Wells or something with the Flash, with Star Labs or some shit.
That or
Maguire?
Flash.
Oh shit! Imagine that. I can't see him as an MF Spider-Man though. So, I don't think they would give Tobey Maguire like a huge thing like that. Like,
they give him a small part before he proves himself, and then they put him in.
I don't think he needs to prove himself. Fucking Spider-Man. It's like, what are you gonna prove yourself for? It's like, shit.
Well, it's not like he's
Jim Carrey is Carnage. If what happened?
If you think about it, it's not like he's Topher Grace.
What the hell is Tobey Maguire doing anyway? He's still doing Robotech, I heard? I don't know what the hell he's
that
doing.
movie will never come out. Like,
I love Robotech over Gundam any day of the week. I mean, I'm sorry, I know I'm probably gonna get some hate, but I really did like Robotech over.
I'm gonna think of James Franco, and they put him in like a DC thing. Who could he be? Like Bolster Gold or some shit? Or?
I heard this is kind of going off topic, but it has to do with James Franco. Like there was like this. I can't remember if it was a video, or an article that I saw or read that was like, "Yo, they should get James Franco to play young Palpatine."
Oh fucking hell no!
Like, don't you dare!
Don't you fucking dare!
No.
It's like you make one motion towards casting him as young Palpatine, and that's it.
Let me tell you something. The guy that plays Palpatine, right? Ian McDermott. What's the guy's name?
McDermott?
Yeah, Ian McDermott. He says he wants to be the only one to be it. Like he don't care how old he is.
Yeah.
He wants to do it till he's dead. It's like, okay. He'll probably pump it up.
Pump you up.
That's a movie that they need. That if they're gonna make any anthology film, that's the one they need to make.
Palpatine?
Yes. If they make it like the James Luceno novel with Darth Plagueis.
I still can't believe they're doing an Indiana Jones. I for the life of me, have no effing clue how they're gonna do that.
It's gonna be weird, man. Oh, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna do a lot of CG enhancement and stuff.
There's gonna be a lot of friggin' the whole thing's gonna be CGI. The whole thing.
Well, let me ask you this, speaking of Indiana Jones. If that movie does well, how long do you think it'll be before the Indiana Jones cartoon series?
2 years.
God.
2 years. Year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And there'll be a whole park in Disney.
Man
with The Rock and everything. It'll be like, The Rock coming down. And
one thing for Keanu Reeves.
As the voice, maybe, yeah.
I still want to see that horror movie that he was in. Knock Knock. Because I can't believe he was in a horror movie.
Yeah, I saw scenes for that. I saw the trailer for that. But
where is it? It came out and bombed? I don't remember seeing it.
I think it's on Netflix.
All right, we got to go. All right, thanks, Chris. Chris,
you.
You want to do another one, or are you done?
This is probably it for tonight.
All right. Good night, guys. Take care. Bye for now.
Laters.